everyone, this is Ashley Jamerson coming to you from Ashley Lambert Realty, and I am finally filming the basement video. And this has been requested during my buyer consultations. Recently, I received a question on one of my YouTube videos about basement homes in the Charlotte area of North Carolina. There's a myth out there that they do not exist, and I'm here to prove it wrong. I also want to bombard you with a lot of information, Ashley style, about building a new construction home with a finished basement versus an unfinished basement. I'm going to show you actual cost of building a home with a basement and let you know how that varies from builder to builder. I am going to show you some upfront costs and some hidden costs that happened when we were building our home. And I want to also show you what's on the market right now. So I'm filming this video March 1st. Obviously, the availability is going to change, but you will see prices and what you can expect to pay for a home in the 4 counties that I serve the most, which is Mecklenburg, Cabarrus, Union, and Gaston counties. Those are not in order of favorites, I promise. I do sell a lot of basement homes, resell new construction, because a lot of people desire the extra space that they provide. So let's get into it. Now let's talk about cost. That's like the big elephant in the room, is how much is this going to cost me? So whenever I meet a client at a new construction neighborhood, we typically have an idea before arriving what they want in a house, so we know which floor plans we want to preview, that we want to walk, etc. So we have the floor plan in mind, and then we have that base price for that floor plan. Then we have to select a lot that will hold that floor plan. If it's a ranch home, it gets a little bit tricky because the lot has to be wider and deeper to accommodate that footprint. But 2-story homes tend to be a little bit easier. Basement homes are harder. There are a lot less lots that can accommodate a basement because we do walkout basements here in the area, and there has to be a slope to absorb that walkout, that third level. If you're building 2-story, it has to flatten out and things like that. However, if you are considering building a basement home, your pickings are a lot slimmer for most builders. With that selection comes cost, and those lots come at a premium. I have seen basement lots go anywhere from $15,000, $20,000 all the way up to $100,000 with some of these builders. That's even before you pick anything else. So we already picked out the floor plan, we picked out the lot, and now we have to select other exterior finishes or structural finishes. That could be the interior as well. So we're looking at the elevation cost, how much stone, brick you want, what type of porch you want. We are also looking at gourmet kitchens, additional bedrooms, additional bathrooms, luxury bathrooms, additional closets. Anything that is considered phase 1 of the building process is selected then. So if you add all of those costs together, that is your contracted price. So you have your floor plan, which is your base price, plus your lot premium, plus the cost of the basement foundation itself, plus your structural options. And again, all that can rack up, and it varies from lot to lot, builder to builder, city to city, and it can be very confusing, especially when you see the prices jump like crazy. But basement homes are going to be more expensive because you're adding a lot more living space to your home. So let me show you a few examples of that. At one point in time, I had a client who was interested in building a Parker with a finished basement with Mattamy Homes down in like the Ridgewater neighborhood. And the base price for that Parker was $527,990. That's just the base price, base selections, not doing anything extra. And then we had to add the lot premium, and for this specific lot, it was $35,000. I believe because it either backed up to some private areas or permanent tree line, or it didn't have a neighbor to its right side. So it did have a higher lot premium. And again, that was $35,000. So once everything was said and done with this particular home, we went from $527,990 to $691,500, because again, it was base price plus the lot premium plus the structural options and then the design options. That same client that was considering the Parker plan was also interested in the Nolan plan. And the base price for the Nolan was $502,990. And that lot premium was $30,000. A little bit less on the base price and the lot, but still a lot of money. Once we added the structural options, which cost $96,720, and the design options, which was $28,554, we ended up with a purchase price of $658,264. That is a big difference considering most people walk in saying this floor plan starts at $527,000. How in the world did I leave paying $691,000? And that's because there was a cost to adding the basement. You're adding square footage. Again, it's a bigger house. So every now and then I'll have a client that says, you know what, Ashley, I don't want to buy a home with a finished basement. I'll go with an unfinished basement and I'll finish it later. Can I do that? And that is an option with some builders. I know that Meritage, they finish their basements automatically. Mattamy finishes their basements automatically. Lennar does not finish their basements at all. It's not even an option with Lennar. So if you do decide to go with an unfinished basement, there are some things that you can expect. First and foremost, you will have stairs going down to the basement. There will be no flooring. There will be no completed walls. You will have a lot of studs and supports, which are obviously holding up the main level of the home. You will not really have any windows. You will have a back door access, either a sliding door or, a regular hinged door. You will also see some pre-plumbed bathrooms, a sump pump, probably a place for you to hook up a dehumidifier, as well as some basic electrical outlets. So anything that's required by code in that city will be present. But it will be a true blank slate that you will have open reign on what you want to do with that space. And a lot of people like the idea of that. I know me personally, if my husband and I moved into our home and the basement was unfinished, there's a high likelihood that it would still be unfinished to this day. So you have to really think about what type of person you are and if you want your home to be 1000% done on closing day, or if it's something that you would do over time. Okay, so to wrap up the whole cost of building a basement, I'm going to share one more example, and I'm going to actually show you my absolute worst client building a basement home. And if you worked with me before, you know that I always joke around and I say that my husband and I were my worst client ever, because we went in thinking one price and we left an hour and a half later at a different price, but we built the house with everything that we wanted, but we had to pay that price. So let's talk about the Riverton. At the time that we built the Riverton, the base price was $337,000, around there. And our lot premium was $15,500, which is great for a basement lot. I was very excited about that. I was not excited about the cost of the basement. The basement added about $77,000, and that is a base basement. It did not include the bump out for the sunroom. It did not include the bedroom and the full bathroom. It basically just included one big space. So we had to pay for those spaces, and we also had to pay for the carpet upgrade to follow downstairs. And so we had to pay for the upgrade for the main space, the bedroom, and the sunroom, all separate costs there. And we also had to pay for some lighting upgrades, as well as some ceiling fan pre-wires, because I'm all about a good ceiling fan. But those prices, all those lines and pages of add-ons and upgrades, it took us from $337,000 to close to $550,000 before we even went to the design center to upgrade our tile and our countertops and cabinets and things like that. So that was an hour and a half. That was very, very expensive, but the end goal was a house that we wanted with a finished basement. Could we have went with an unfinished basement? Absolutely, but it would probably still be unfinished almost 2 years later, knowing us.
Thoughts?
This is basement 4. Run! This is where you guys can play. Isn't that cool? So whenever a client reaches out to me and they say they would like to build a new construction home with a finished basement and they need an estimate of how much that would cost, we go ahead and do step 1, which is looking for a floor plan with a builder and seeing what that base price is. And then I tell them to add an additional $110,000 to $150,000 to that price, and to see if they like that or if they can live with that. And if they can, then we will reach out to the builder and start talking about lots and things like that. But $110,000 to $150,000 is a really good guesstimate when it comes to building a new construction home within a neighborhood. Obviously, that will vary from builder to builder and price range to price range, but it is a good rule of thumb for most new construction that people build with me. So let's take a look at some homes that are currently on the market with finished and unfinished basements, paying special attention to the price, the finishes, and the location. So my simple search of basement homes located in Mecklenburg, Cabarrus, Union, and Gaston counties came up with 204 results, and they definitely vary by price. The prices range from $153,900 all the way up to $16 million. Here is a basement home located in Belmont, North Carolina. It's about 25 minutes from Charlotte Center. It has a beautiful front porch. It's listed at $1.1 million. Another home in Belmont with a finished basement. Very beautiful home. I love the doors. So in this basement, they outfitted a whole workshop, office, bar area, workout space, entertainment movie space, wine cellar, a bedroom. So very nice. This is a very nice house. It has an elevator, y'all. It has an elevator. I like that. This one is listed for $1.5 million. Basement home in Charlotte. Here's a really good example of a basement home in Charlotte, North Carolina. So here is another basement home in Charlotte, North Carolina. I wanted to show you this home specifically because you can see the slope that is needed to accommodate a basement home, and that slope doesn't really leave a lot of backyard space, but on the sides here you can see that you're going to have some trouble mowing every now and then. But this is a typical basement home. They're using it for recreational spaces, movies. That's what most people want to use it for. A workout space. They have their Peloton down there. A bar. So the home itself, above grade, is 1,412 square feet, and they have an additional 701 square feet on the bottom. And this house is listed for $365,000. So you can definitely find a basement home in the affordable price range. So here is a basement house that is on about half an acre of land out in Gastonia. The house above grade is a little over 2,000 square feet, but they're going to have 1,500 square feet that's unfinished. And this yard is awesome. Really good. I like the finishes. Good price. This house is listed at $534,900. It should be done by now because it had a completion date of mid-December. But if you were to finish that additional square footage in the basement, you'd be adding another 1,542 square feet. So I really, really like that. And it's roughed in for plumbing and some electrical as well. Davis Lake is a very popular neighborhood in the North Charlotte area, and this is a 5-bedroom home that was built in 1992. It has 2,782 square feet above grade, and then the basement will add an additional 555 square feet. So let's see what they did with their basement. Another awesome recreational space. Let's see, a popcorn popper back there. Movie theater. This is upstairs. So yeah, 555 square feet, enough for a movie theater. There's a spare bedroom back here in the corner and a full bath located in the basement. So great use of space there, and it's listed for $550,000. See, down in the Palisades, there's a basement home that is also 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It was built in 2018. There is 759 square feet of unfinished basement space. You see how the yard slopes again because we have to accommodate that basement walkout. One thing that I have to point out that I have not pointed out yet is that when you build a basement home with many of the builders, it does not include stairs from the back door of the main floor down to the ground. You have to add those in later. You can see that the neighbor added those in. We added ours in immediately because we have a dog and we put our dog in the backyard a lot, but they never added that in. That costs about $800 maybe to add the stairs down depending on how you want them. We don't add stairs down to the main floor. I like what they did with the basement. If you won't track in a lot of dirt and stuff in your house, easy to clean up with the laminate vinyl. There's a bedroom down here, a full bathroom. And adding that basement again added an additional 759 square feet of heated living space and an additional 325 square feet for storage. I know a lot of people need storage for like Christmas items. Great place for your gym, a good root cellar, wine cellar type of thing. This home is located in the Palisades for $570,000, and that's a really good price for a basement. It lines up with building a new basement as well. This is a 1.5 story home on a finished basement. So you have the 1 story here and half a story, which is typically like a bedroom. Then you have the basement. Oh, that's a nice back porch. This is the basement, storage, bathroom, and the basement bedroom, and then basement like entertainment type space. And I like that it has a door, even though it needs weather stripping really bad. I like that it has a door and not a sliding door down there. No HOA. So a lot of people asking me for homes with no HOA. This home has no HOA. It's listed for $580,000. It's 7 bedrooms, 3 full baths. There are 3 bedrooms in the basement. And this basement consists of 1,485 square feet of finished space. I really like that one. So I hope this video helps and answers a lot of your questions regarding building and buying a home with a basement in the area. If you or a family member is considering buying, selling, or investing in real estate here in the area, looking for that future basement home, I would be happy to be your real estate agent. All of my contact information is below, as well as a link to my calendar and a link to my website's basement tab where you can search basement homes in the area. I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a good one. Bye.